play my best to try to get us a win tonight against a really good team. You're playing the Golden State Warriors, so you know how everyone feels about that. You wake up with a different energy and a different vibe. So just trying to come out here, lead through performance, and do what I can.
I saw you going through your pregame shooting routine, and there was a lot of kids that were watching and responding pretty well. Did you get a charge out of that? When people are watching you and kind of getting excited by the show you're putting on while Steph is on the other side putting on his?
It's definitely new. It's definitely different. You win one 3-point contest, everything changes now. So, I just always want to continue to inspire and motivate these kids, especially in our community. So, if I could do that in a warm up and then before a game, then I'm very happy about it. It's all about giving back, and it's just humbling. It's humbling, because I felt, years ago I was those kids, trying to just have a chance to step on that floor, tie my shoes like them.
You got out of this tough stretch right out of the break 3-1 here. I mean, would you say the confidence is even growing higher in this team collectively as you kind of continue to answer the bell here?
Yeah, I think confidence is growing. I think that we're doing a good job of trusting each other. We're fixing little things we have to fix. We've been talking about in the media, and y'all have seen. I think we're just doing a great job of answering to adversity. No matter what the game is, no matter how it's being played out, we just continue to fight. So, very encouraging signs, especially tonight when you're going against a team like that, one of the best teams in the West. You're able to find a way to put 30-plus points in 3 quarters of 4, and one's 28. So, there's a lot to be happy about tonight. Something very good is coming out of this game, especially with talking about back-to-backs and our confidence, and also trusting that, no matter who we play, even if it's the best team in the West, one of the best teams in the West, and we're missing one of our star players, we can still go out there and play this well.
Did you do anything differently as a group, as a team, to approach the back-to-back this time around?
I don't know. I just felt when we came in the locker room, me and Nas Reed were talking about it. Everyone just had such a positive approach to today. Everyone felt really good. Everyone felt really energetic. Felt we got a good sleep and everything. So we were talking about it before the game. I don't know. We didn't have shoot around. It's just kind of like show up before the meeting at 45. So kind of the Mike D'Antoni approach. So maybe that works, but. I just think that it was just one of those days where we came out really, really prepared to play and had the right mindset coming in.
Is Ant like your official stat counter? Because he's sitting over on the sidelines like screaming.
He makes me care at one point. You start caring when you got someone barking in your ear during the play. And I'm thinking I'm hearing coverages, and all I hear is Ant say, "Get the rebound." So, I don't know. I definitely would be lying if I didn't say that when I got to 39, I wasn't going for it. So I was definitely going for it. What plays back in my head every single time is Ant last time when I had a chance for 40 and I just kind of just played the win and let it go. So this time I was like, I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. I'm going to at least try. So I'm not going to lie. I'm going to lose sleep over that free throw. That's the story of my life, in and out.
But the defense tonight was pretty consistent effort throughout. Is that the confidence that you guys can really get that end moving back in the right direction here?
Yeah, I think that we're just doing a great job. I think we're playing. I think, one thing we played with a lot tonight, and one thing that Coach told us, and I think that we carried it over regardless of the fouls and everything, was we played really physical, and we dictated the physicality of the game, and I think it gave us a big boost tonight, man. We just played really well up and down our roster. So it's a great night to be a Timberwolves fan. Definitely, it's great to have 2 days to really soak up these wins and have that back-to-back narrative killed off one time. So it's a good time. But we really, we got games coming up. We can't afford to slip up. We can't afford to let them go.
You mentioned that break you have now. It's been a pretty brutal month-long stretch in terms of quality of opponents. I'm curious if you think back a month ago, kind of looking at that schedule and given what you guys have been able to do in this month, how do you just kind of assess all that?
I mean, we got a lot to be proud of. We played a lot of great teams. We played a lot of great games, and I think we've shown a lot about what our team could be. Today we showed that even with a star player, now one of our biggest pieces of our team out, we're able to come through and find a way to really play well and be the top team in the West, and in essence, a top 3 seed, who we may see in the playoffs. And on the flip side, last game we showed that no matter how funky the game is, no matter how bad the game is, we're always in it. No matter even if we're down double digits, we're always in the game. And we found a way to win on the road. So that's impressive in itself, and impressive to do that in a road game. So I think these last 2 games show a lot about our team. It shows the character of those guys, the fight of the guys, competitive drive, and also something I've talked about, we've all talked about, the chemistry.
Defensively, Memphis was a really strong performance. Tonight was a really strong performance. How far away would you say you are? You've talked about needing to get back to where you were defensively. How far is that gap right now?
We're like 85%, I think there's still 15% to make up. And I think, it starts with me and it goes down the list, So got to be better. There's sometimes tonight, Steph Curry, I say best shooting big man. He's the best shooter of all time. So I let him get some tries by himself, guarding cuts and stuff. So I got to be more engaged, in my matchup in KYP. So I got to be better there. And there's always room for improvement. I think there's another notch you can take it up to. And I think early on in the season, that was like the 100% you were seeing, holding teams like that under 180, with 90 points, So we'll get back there. But right now, I think that, when the offense was lacking, our defense was succeeding. Our offense started going crazy, and then our defense slipped. So now we're seeing kind of both of them coming together throughout the season, which is a great sign, especially, like the Phoenix Suns in bubble season. You just got to get hot and have it, figured out at the right time of the year.
Along those lines, having the bench play like it has of late might help with that when it comes to, just where you guys can go as a team and kind of the ceiling that you have. How far can they take without it?
Far. The one year I was part of the playoffs, it was because of how good our bench was. So we've always had a great starting unit, and it's always been somehow, our bench, the differential from our starters to the bench. So having a bench like that play the way they played, especially in these games recently and everything, that's what you need to make the playoffs. If anyone knows, I know. When you made it, our bench was Jamal Crawford and a lot of really good bench players, or even starters that we needed them to be, and that got us to the playoffs, really.
Players practice jump shots all the time, even though it's only half-hearted, contested jump shots. A lot of your shots now have been off the dribble, hard drives. Is there a way to practice that?
Yeah, no. I would say no. To be very honest, I'm not someone who works on it, in essence. And the handle to get there, I don't truly, really work on it. I kind of work on our craft, like whatever we got to work on or whatever the case may be in my vitamins. But the only thing I will say is that I take a lot of time to work on my touch, because regardless of how the move ends up, I've dribbled the basketball my entire life. I shot multiple different shots, but the touch is something that I always got to stay sharp. So I spent a lot of time in practice simply being around the basket, just shooting floaters, shooting it off the backboard different ways, spinning it different ways, then shooting threes, getting some mid-range shots in, but just working on touch. It's something that, shout out to Vince Lagarza, who's with Utah Jazz, and something he taught me really, since I came in. It was the first thing he wanted to make sure that I knew how important it was, and to work on it every single day was my touch. So it doesn't really revolve even around the three ball. It just revolves around being around the rim, getting some floaters, working on how soft I get the rim, everything like that. So if that's, in a way, I think the secret to my game is just a lot of touch work.
We'll go a couple questions on the Zoom. We'll start with Maria.
Hi, Karl. Hope you're well. Congrats for the win. I have two questions for you, if possible. The first one is related to tonight's game, which is how would you describe tonight's game and the way in which you and your teammates were performing tonight against the Warriors? And the other one is how do you feel when all those fans chant MVP at you?
Well, first off, I think that we played really well. I thought that we did a great job of causing turnovers. I thought we did a great job of shooting the basketball. capitalizing on mistakes and doing everything that's needed to win a game like this against a great opponent. So did a good job. We just did a good job of, and especially in the third quarter, they're historically one of the best third quarter teams in the world and ever. So to be able to come out in the third quarter and really play well and keep them at bay, I felt very confident and comfortable in the fourth about our team and how we're playing because we came out ready in the second half. And it's humbling, having that kind of chance and everything. So, just giving the fans something to cheer about and something they can believe in is something that we're all trying to do on this team. We understand the history our team has, so we got to try to change the way that people perceive us.
We'll go last question to Christos.
Hey, Karl, congratulations on the win, first of all. Defensive nights like this, on tonight's game, the effort that you brought on defensive end, how affect your game on offense, both you personally and the whole team's effort on offense?
Do we have defense?
Oh, our defense is, I think our defense, I've said it multiple times, our defense it creates all of our offense, really. Just having those kind of stops. When we're getting stops, I feel the team's juice goes high. And then we also have such great athletes where, we're really pushing the pace and we're able to do a lot of great things. I think with defensively, when we're getting stops and we turn around and get a good transition bucket or a good transition look, the momentum falls on our side. I think that falls in our favor. So when our defense is great, I feel our offense just finds a way to work. I think before, when our defense was great, our offense was we kind of didn't have it together. We were playing great defense, but not capitalizing on the turnovers and the defense we were playing. But now our team is different. We worked on our faults and our lows and made them something that we could lean our hat on as well, offensively.
Sometimes we have water dumped on your head this year.
Right? A lot. I'm not used to being celebrated like that. So I remember when I had 56, nothing happened. I nothing happened. So I'm very surprised, you miss 1 point to 40 and you're still getting water dumped on you. So it's humbling, it's something different I've never experienced in my career, being celebrated by my teammates like that. So